Yo, episode 7, season 2, Disco Saloon. Woo! Ow.
We need to start rating the for the when you start the intros, man. Pretty good.
Pretty good. I'm J. Kingfisher Martin. And to my left is Bradley Emperor Penguin Reed.
Nice.
The best of the penguins.
To his left is Aaron Macaroni Penguin Reed.
I love macaroni.
And to his left is Callum Kookaburra McFadgen.
Oh, yes,
Skirt.
Kookaburra.
That's cooking.
Cooking butter if you like.
Right. Last week I popped off with a decent question that actually kind of grew arms and legs and went a bit mental.
I did.
This week I don't have one of them.
Well,
So,
Wow.
I think I started last week, so don't be
Aye.
fucking looking at me.
no. I'll look at Bradley
Aye.
Oh, man.
Hey there.
and I'll say
Hey there.
what are the coolest colours and what are the most uncool colours.
Coolest
Why?
colours.
You don't mean in temperature.
No, I don't mean in temp.
He means in style.
I think like teal.
Teal.
Teal's a cool colour. I
Oh,
like
you're just going
This is like a Back to the Future reference, I think, because that's going to come back.
I think like turquoise used to always be like my second favourite colour. I liked purple when I was younger, and then like turquoise kind of teal was my second favourite. I think turquoise is that kind of, I don't know, it's different. It's cool, man.
I'm trying to picture turquoise. Is that like the blue-green?
The kind of blue green.
absolutely blue-green.
Blue-green.
Sorry.
McKev doesn't
Sorry,
know.
aye. Cooked over there.
I don't know, red.
Well, I guess because it's. But then I don't know if that's like inherently like. You know what I mean, like cool, as in like.
I think a cool colour is probably like a kind of ready yellow or like flames.
We're
They're cool,
also
aren't they,
men.
flames?
Aye, we are men.
Aye.
So
That's
it's
true.
like we're coming at this for like blue red, the other fucking jams.
Aye.
Whereas if we were a lassie, maybe we would say something different.
Well, I
hot,
was
hot pink's banging.
Pink is
Ah,
Hot
they
pink's
like
banging.
Pink is a cool
Well,
colour.
that was,
man.
I mean, pink's their heel fucking shtick with it.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
Saloon,
Yeah.
Is this jumper pink?
Aye,
Yes.
it's very, very, very like marshmallows. Not even
Kinda
salmon. It's like
I
fucking.
think that's quite a cool colour.
almost
actually.
that is kind of cool.
By that's like our heel fucking shtick with Disco Saloon. That was how it started. We were just like, right, we're definitely doing like pink and black.
Pink, aye.
Yeah.
Do enjoy a pink, but 100%. I think the cool colours are the ones that these in films, like the kind of noir films. See, like when it's all the neon-y type shit. Like just any colour, but in that style becomes cool.
Aye,
Yeah.
becomes cool as fuck.
Very much so.
Came
Man.
I don't like see those like muted beige colours. See, like,
they enjoy them.
that's like it was like in fashion for like 3 years there. It was horrible, man.
See, they
See, like skin coloured like joggies and all that.
Aye.
Oh, right.
Don't like it, man.
Aye.
Like folk dressing their wains up in just all beige clothes. It's like, where's the colour, man?
Aye.
Aye,
some
they
colour.
need
They should be
blues
wearing
and
a
that to
Spider-Man onesie, man.
I think kids are meant to wear like mad colours, I don't know. Is that not something to do with their development? They like pick up like colours and that. It's like to help them learn things and that. I'm pretty sure you're not meant to dress your Wayne in all white.
I don't think you're crazy there. I
Probably
think
not.
there is
No,
something.
I'm pretty sure
there
there's
must
something
be
to do with that.
It's where the psychology thing. See, with football teams that play in red are like, I don't know how they worked out the statistics on that, but they're more intimidating. So they're
Oh really?
Aye.
they play in red. I think it's like a natural fucking reaction to the colour red.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
Aye.
Man
Well,
United, back in the day.
Aberdeen, back in the day, Nottingham
Aberdeen,
Forest
aye.
as well.
Forest, aye.
I'm sure it's something
Bayern Munich,
statistically
Ajax,
teams
all
with
that kind of
red
stuff.
kits are like the day better and some sort of metric.
AC Milan.
I think white might actually be the worst.
Did you say Bayern Munich?
Aye.
Because it's like
Never
pure,
thought
innit?
of
Like
that.
maybe it's like more like, oh, they'll not hurt me.
Aye, like Spurs are defo got that purity thing, and they just get fucking absolute pillaged off every cunt. Don't get me started.
very
Don't get me started. Very
Can we
raw.
do that? What's the opposite of a choke of the week? Hate of the week. Hate watch of the week. Village
Actually, like, save that for the season, man.
Aye, we could.
Aye.
Interesting.
Something's
Pet
fucked you off.
Like pet peeve of the week. Pet peeve of the week.
That actually
Aye.
would be pretty good. Raw
They do
week.
that.
Aye,
They do
raw
that
week,
one-
aye.
they do that
Good.
on open goal, but it's Ivy's something to do with what their missus did. Like it's Ivy's like, oh, my missus did. This is basically just a white event about their birds on the fucking podcast. I swear. Like every week, you get a pet peeve and it's Ivy's something fucked like that. But,
I went to Open Goal live because I got a free ticket because my brother's actually good friends with James McFadden. So he gave us a couple of free tickets. And,
What, the one at the Hydro? The one
the one at the Hydro, the one where Robert,
shaking one?
Robert Snodgrass got booed off. It's one,
Snoddy.
I've never seen so much toxic masculinity in no one room, man.
Aye.
So, see, Robert Snodgrass was getting booed off a stage. There was these two madwit guys fighting next to me, and then to the left of me, this guy had actually slipped on a drink, hit his head, and was like, was dead, pretty much. And I was like, this is fucked, man. I'm never coming back to anything like this ever again.
No, I think that would be up
I'd
there.
be too
Really.
feminine for that, man. My hair's like past my ears, man. That. I wouldn't last that. They'd see me and be like, yeah.
Where's your skin fade?
Where's
Where's
the Stony badge?
That is that.
Yeah,
that's-
Why,
Festival,
why are you
Stony
not
badge.
wearing represent?
The defo stoned me for looking like a lesbian.
You'd be fucked, man. Like, actual fucked.
I'll tell you, I mean, I still had a good night because I didn't pay for it, so I can't complain. I mean, so.
It
Actually,
sounds like it'd be like a.
I went
cool
to the
thing
one
be a
in
bit-
Edinburgh, so I did.
Oh, were you no rough the night
I
before?
was so rough. Like, the worst I've ever been.
Did you no good or something, but you weren't meant to?
I can't remember, but I did actually, but I'm not going to even fucking mention specifically what night it was, but it was terrible.
All right, okay.
It was a terrible,
wasn't
terrible time, and I had to go.
Aye. Adam
And
was just very drunk.
Aye, and I wasn't. I didn't pay attention the full time the open goal thing was going on. I was just like sat there, like staring up, man. Like, can I get out of here? Like, cause I'd agreed to go. I dragged myself on a train, man. I was actually just. Like, might see if I can get to the front of this thing and jump off it. But I have been, but I suppose you could probably say a bit more in my masculine, non-lesbian era. My hair's not been cut in how long now? 2 months? I think it's like 3 months for I shaved it all off.
I'm the same. I'm starting to get fucking.
I wish I had a bit of length, but I mean, it is actually.
getting there,
I'm getting
aye.
there. I'm getting there, but I'm fucking. Oh, the sides are fucking some laugh, man. Some laugh. The sides are longer than the fringe. It's fucking. That's
When the sides get- that's when it becomes Lego. haircut,
then
isn't
it's
it,
straight Lego, man.
man? It looks like a helmet.
You can fucking. You'll not be able to see that on the fucking unless you're watching, but.
Like you're zoomed in.
Unless you're zoomed right in, but
10 times on
just
his
know
cranium.
my fucking Lego hair moves back and forward.
You
so it
do
does.
kind of have that like middle age hair, like
Aye.
like see see when you watch like a period drama from like the I don't know like the 1400s. It's kind of got that kind of
he's
vibe,
in the
man.
corner.
The
Aye.
clippers hadn't been invented yet. They were just getting full
Aye,
straight
just,
cuts.
straight cuts.
Aye.
When
100%.
I was thinking about the pink, getting back to the pink king and thinking about how like obviously we started this and we're like, we'll just do fucking things pink, you know, while we work out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
So,
aye.
that's kind of cool or whatever. I swear to God, man, we actually need to get t-shirts made just for us to wear on this. You don't need to wear it every week.
I've
obviously,
been
but, like,
banging the drum of a jumper because I just like the idea of wearing the jumper. Like,
we can, but the issue is we've not been able to spend £10 each on flyers. So I think the 30 quid for a jumper might be the fucking. I might be questioning what's going on there.
Oh, gee, I meant to tell you. So, see that box? So, I had a box in the back of my car for ages because I really liked it. I was going to get scanned. I got it scanned, so we're going to get fucking t-shirts made of that. But we could probably change the font to Disco Saloon.
a box.
It's a box.
He had this pizza. He had this pizza dough. He had this pizza dough box, right? And it obviously, like, if you order dough, like if you're a shop,
Right.
I'm so. What's special about the box?
You should, the box is cool.
You need to see
Is
the
that a
box.
cardboard box?
Aye,
It's a
like
cardboard
a
box.
like
But
thick
it's
box.
got like a branded image on it,
Like
right?
a product box. That box that
Aye.
has product.
So
Aye,
it's
aye,
got this like minted like
right.
medieval writing, like kind of almost kind of gothic writing that says pizza choice on it, and it's got like this
It's
mad
fucked.
hand
Looks like a-
drawn.
It looks like
like-
Tarot Kid.
Aye, it does. But it's got like a mad hand drawn photo of these guys like kneeing dough and all that like
Oh,
on
right,
it.
right, right.
It's
It
fucking
looks looks like a
mint
tarot card. We were just like, that in a t-shirt would be amazing.
Because I was like, I don't know what to do with this, so I kept the box just in the back of the cart. It's been there for like 6 months.
I like that, man. That's like shit I would do.
I like it.
Because I was like,
That's like
because I look
something
at it and I'm
I need
like,
to see
what am I
this
going to
box.
do with that box? And then finally, Holly's dad was like, oh, I can take that into school and get it scanned. I was like, fucking unreal.
See if he scans it and we change it right into Disco Saloon and you edit the photo a wee bit, I swear doing that would be off. I'm into it. 'Cause
See,
it is like
see
a
that on the
tarot
back of your tab? Put like Disco Saloon on the front here. Have that on the back. Oh, honestly, man, choke.
card. Joke.
Let us Ken if you want to buy any fucking merch.
Aye.
But
One person.
it'll make more sense when you see the box. The box is cool.
I need to see the box.
The box is
Just,
cool.
do you know that tarot card design? I can't think what else would maybe have it. It's almost like a stained glass window, but no, really.
Aye.
It's like old medieval, but
Right.
a tarot card's the only way I can fucking describe it. I can't think of it now. Do you know what it's like? Shrek.
I was
Ah,
Shrek's
yeah,
with
The
the
yeah.
book.
thingies, man.
When Shrek, the stare of Shrek with the book.
The border and stuff. Kind of.
Aye, that's it right
That's where I
there.
was
That's
going.
the one. Aye,
Right.
there you are.
Aye,
You're
it's
there.
like it's like an old Grim Tales like
Right.
thing.
Aye,
So that on the
you were
back,
there.
disco on the front. Right.
But it was
Right.
just this random pizza box he got and he seen it and he's like, "That's fucking mint it." And we were
class,
like,
man.
"How? What the fuck?" Are
Would you just
they
get like
branding?
a pink tap and then like the black outline of this box?
I've no idea.
No, like
Do
so.
what you
I think because the box is white, so it kind of looks like it belongs in a white t-shirt. So see, if you had obviously we could make like other versions of it. Have just like make the white pink and all that.
Many colours.
But it's like, is it red whiting? I think it's red whiting.
If it's no, it needs to be.
Aye, I think because you need to see it, man. It's mint it. It's mint it.
Talking about tarot cards anyway, I was just thinking there, have any of you done a Ouija board?
Oh,
I feel like I may have asked you that.
years and years ago.
I think we did discuss
Aye.
this because you were was somebody not telling us about a time they done it.
Oh, I done one when I was like 16, but it was literally a makeshift like back cardboard.
Aye,
a Sharpie, A, B, C, like the alphabet.
I mean,
and a
I
few
went,
numbers.
to, I went to a gaff and think my tarot reading then. I can't even remember what the fuck it was, man. It said the
I was
bush
at a
anyway.
gaff like what just before Christmas and got my tarot taken.
So,
What did it say?
I can't remember.
Mine
Mine
said something was
said-
like I need to embrace my upcoming opportunities or something. But we were like fried to bits.
Mine was
It
something.
was like- it
Mine
was
was
like-
something to do with change, but
It
that's
was
ages
it was
ago.
like 9:30 in the morning.
It's always
fried.
changing it.
Oh, aye, it's always change or
It's
something
always,
shit like
it's
that.
always changes.
I
the
could have
most
fucking done
ambiguous
it
thing ever.
myself. Aye.
Aye.
I don't know if I've done a Ouija. I think I probably have done a Ouija board, but actually I was like 15 and it wasn't a real one.
I think that because I've watched a video about the science it and how it actually works, and it's like
Aye.
it's like a thing where like if everybody's fingers on it, it will move without anybody thinking they're moving it, but it's not because it's a fucking ghost. It's like because the force of the like all the fingers, just a tiny wee bit of force, it will start to drag one way, and then
Aye.
like we subconsciously get it to stop. It's fucking weird, but it's like a physiological thing.
Aye.
Like you could do it without the Ouija board. We could all just put our finger on like a bit of plastic and it would move.
Do I do it tonight? After we start recording,
Don't think we'll be time.
If I'm fucking up off early.
Jay's got an early rise. He doesn't want to be
Aye.
dancing with demons.
Try
could
to
do it
get
live in the
dragon
pod,
out
man.
the-
Live in the pod.
live in the pod,
I might
Ouija
be
board.
dancing with demons,
Ah,
man.
you are. You're battling your demons.
do you think there's
We
any
could have a
ghosts?
demon
There's
I'm-
any ghosts in this house?
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm often this is what it takes on this fucking
Aye,
podcast.
every
man.
time you're this is what it takes,
I
man.
wonder when the fucking
When the ball swing back in your court.
When's it going to be? This is what I want. This is what I like.
Aye.
well, fuck knows, man. I go on holiday in 2.5 weeks.
then you'll not give a fuck about this is what it takes.
Probably
You'll be smoking a fag. You'll be smoking a camel in a balcony going,
smoking a camel. Thank
this is
God,
what I
well.
want, man. Mm.
I was telling a cunt at my work the day, they were like, camels are stinking. I was like, I think, but the psychology of it all probably helps the taste of it. It's
Aye.
Fags are stinking, man. Fags are weakened.
Aye.
You don't know how
What are we even talking about?
But see if I was like, oh, I've got some fags, we can have one when we go for the intermission break bit and that,
Aye.
and then I spoke about it even for 30 seconds. You'd be like, I know, I like a fag, even though you know,
Even though you can.
you know you don't. Like,
Aye.
No, he was like, the guy was saying, he was like, oh, you should buy some duty free or whatever. And I was like, but I don't want to smoke 1,000.
aye, because you
might
don't
just
need 200.
No, I just want to get earlier and go into a shop and go to the guy here with the camels you got, man.
They'll be cheap. Where is
€7.
it? You're going?
Lanzarote.
Aye.
Imagine
Oh,
they'll
€4.
be cheap.
€4.
Aye.
€4. You'll get a sleeve or two on it for €30.
Aye.
going to
I'm
be
jealous,
incredible,
man.
man.
You'll be on the Bacardi Breezers in that balcony for 12
They-
hours, man.
The breezers are going to hate to see me coming.
Bad
That's
day
gonna
to
be
be
a
Bacardi
man.
Breezer.
Bad day to be a Bacardi breezer when I've got 20 camo in the back pocket, man.
Bad day to be a balcony, man.
Aye. Bad day to be a beachfront property when I'm fucking coming out with my camel cigarettes, man, flicking the ash on the flare.
I think one of the best things about being on holiday and smoking a fag in a balcony is seeing air cunts smoking a fag.
Aye, like catching ice with somebody.
Drinking their handmade cocktails, man, putting a fag out and lighting an air one, and you're just like, you can. We are all here for the same reason, man.
All they big, like, baldy, fat English guys with their pipes.
You're right, Mocha.
Aye, you're right, mate. Yeah, fucking fuck, been down here since 7 o'clock this morning, mate.
You jock bastards are all right, aren't you?
Why are they Iwies up at 5 in the morning doing it, they fucking sun
Fuck
loungers?
knows, man. They rise.
Do you get what you should,
man.
you should do? You should keep like a note of what football tops you see when you're out there. Like have like a wee
that would be
spreadsheet
pretty cool.
because you're going to see some like you're going to see like Rochdale taps and all that. 100%, you'll see like a Swindon tattoo.
Aye,
Aye,
defo.
there's always a Swindon or
Swindon.
something like fucking
What's the?
Shrewsbury, man.
There's always a Birmingham City fan. Doesn't matter where you go, man. There's always at least Birmingham City. West Ham is probably makes
West
two.
Ham.
West Ham,
I feel like
aye,
I've met a
aye.
lot of West Ham. Aye,
You always see the two hammers like on the back of some cunt's massive calf
aye.
every time, man.
It's interesting that. Definitely.
Aye, but fuck knows, but aye, the English guys are too funny,
You
man.
should just keep tabs, man. But yeah, because the English cunts, like, they're like Scottish cunts, but I think they're just more annoying. Like, and I think the locals find them more annoying as well, typically, to what I gather.
Aye.
Because I was like, oh, like this cunt was this cunt was wrecking the bar, this cunt was doing that, this cunt was doing that. Whereas Scottish cunts, it's like we might be a bit rowdy, but we don't often wreck the gaff. English cunts go out there and think they run it. Like I think that's English.
I
Folk,
mean, when I was in Corfu, went to a wee pub and the wee woman was like, "Oh, Scottish, thank God."
Aye.
Like that.
I've heard variations of that,
so have I.
like quite a few times, and you're
fuck,
like,
man.
they don't mind as much anyway. I don't think.
Have any of you been to Lanzarote? I've
Don't
not.
know.
I've no.
No,
Don't think so.
could be a fucking.
I've not
joke.
even been to a Canary island before, I don't think, so...
What are their ones?
Gran Canaria,
Tenerife.
Tenerife, and...
We've
Is
maybe been
Mallorca,
to
Maybe been to
Mallorca
one.
one?
No, I think it's itself. Is it no?
Gran
Is that, is that the Balearic? Balearic?
Oh, Balearic. Aye,
Is that part of that?
Aye,
that
because
group?
whereabouts is Benidorm again?
That's on mainland.
Aye, is
Aye,
that
it's
on mainland?
mainland.
And
Is that
Aye,
not
we're
in
doing the boat.
Malaga? No? Am I way off?
Do you know? How you
Benidorm.
fly? Do you know flying to Malaga? To get to Benidorm?
Benidorm's like right on the coast, but I think you have
Is
to go through
Benidorm
Malaga.
across is Mallorca? No, like there, and then Benidorm's on the mainland there. Aye.
You're probably right.
because Lanzarote and all that are like off the coast of Africa.
Because it's quite. They're not even in Europe, man.
No, they're I mean, it's...
They good heats.
Aye.
Aye.
I mean, it's a 4.5 hour flight, I think.
Aye, so it's a bit longer.
The
Aye,
camels
far,
are going to
man.
be smoking you,
Aye,
man.
well, I think Lanzarote next week's like 20 something.
20 something.
23, 22, 21. And then at
getting-
night it goes to like 15, wee bit windy, but I mean,
You'll be actual tap half fucking smoking these
belly
cigs,
out
man.
with these cigs, man.
Wow.
with the doing the CD while.
How long are you going for? Is
Just
that
a
a week?
week, aye.
Aye. You got to try and get a tan.
Aye, but I'm going, aye.
Just make sure you your sunscreen.
But I just bought some.
Then for
Actually,
toothpaste or no?
I normally can get away with like fucking like 20 or 30 or whatever, but I just bought 50 to be like, if I'm going to be kicking about all day, I'm like, fuck it, man. Rather be that than actual a lobster.
Aye, definitely. Because you can wreck it. Like I'm sure there was one holiday when we were like Wayne's where me and you didn't put any on, and we both blistered and skin all peeled and all that. And we were both in the bunk beds and we couldn't leave for like there was a food day or something wiped out because we couldn't like rest because we were all burnt. Oh man. I think it was like yonks. I would have been like 8 or something.
Aye, that's
Maybe like
fucked,
Portugal
man.
or something like that.
Aye, something like
Maybe
that.
I'll
Aye.
do
Maybe it was the same one where we went in the boat and we waited. Because we went in one and then we saw the water and
Aye.
That was in
the,
Turkey, I think.
the holes.
I think that was the first time we went to
And
Turkey.
he's bathe whitey.
No.
Aye. No, because mine there was that guy. There was a guy who.
Oh no, that's a different one.
There was a guy. There was a guy on
That
the boat,
guy.
and his bird or whatever.
Oh no, that one is different. But see that the woman that got on the boat left her husband on the beach, and then there was two guys driving the boat, two Turkish guys. Aye, right.
When
so
did you get ploughed?
not well. So
Well, we were Lil Wayne's, but
aye,
it was gone somewhere, man.
I would say I was like 12, Bradley was like 10 or whatever. So our family, my mom, Graham, and then like the three Waynes, maybe four Waynes, maybe Lewis was it. Anyway, there was a woman that was on the beach and she was trying to drag her man. She was like maybe slightly heavier 40-year-old or something like that. Anyway, she was like with her man trying to get him to come onto the thingy, and the cunt was like he just waved her off pretty much.
Aye.
So she got on the boat and then we got on the boat and the cunts put the tunes on, and it was like all these mad remixes, right? But we went out, there's the two Turkish guys and they were like up trying to like dance and that, right? Like the Turkish guys, one of them's driving, whatever. Then they're tapping that woman in the shoulder like, oh, you want to drive the boat? You want to drive the boat? It was like a speedboat.
Honestly, it was like Pitbull music.
Aye.
But we
right.
were like a family just at the edge of the back of the boat.
There was a Kesha song came on and it was just, I just wanna fuck, I just wanna fuck, right? And the two guys got up, they got my ma to drive the boat at this point, and the two of them were like dry humping the woman, and
I
she
was
was
like,
in the
I can tell
middle
her.
like dancing,
Aye.
like out in the boat.
Aye. Fucking hell,
It
man.
was mental, man. And like we stopped off and they're like, oh, you can jump out of this wee bit, there was a waterfall and swim
Aye,
about,
there
and
was
they're
like a
still
big-
on the boat getting it yaldy, man. This woman left her man and was getting actual dry humped half two
I'm
Turkish
fucking
guys.
sick of the way folk going on holiday, man. Well, I'm not sick of it. I mean, it's good getting like your hair done, but holy fuck, sir.
Oh man, she probably rolled off that boat and was like, I know, I had a good time, honey. Like,
Back to normal,
honestly,
man.
if we weren't there, she was getting fucking spit roasted, man. I'll say it with chest because that was happening. There was a fucking reek of sex in the air.
Aye. That's mental,
Just
man.
there was something going on,
ocean
aye.
salt and sex, and then fucking like a 6, 8, and a 10-year-old.
See, that's fucked to me, man. That's crazy.
Mental. These cunts had no regard for my young eyes.
I feel like I remember one.
Zero.
One of the woman and the two guys, I can't remember, but I mind being obviously been like 10 and like curious about the world and that, but oh, this woman's alright looking or whatever, and then all that stuff was happening. I was so confused, like, what the fuck's actually going on? And then she took her sunglasses off and she looked so different.
Aye, she looked so old.
Aye, she looked so old, man. And the guy took his sunglasses off and like his fucking eyes were at different places in his head, man. And it was just like, wow, these sunglasses were working a treat, man. I'm not saying I'm perfect looking at all, but wow, man.
I'm sure. I think the first holiday,
Honestly, man.
that same one, I think, because my gran was there. She was there, and I'm sure that was when there was the Turkish, one of the Turkish guys that I don't know if it was the guy that made the pizzas or he was one of like the rep type guys that kicked about and go to the activities or whatever.
Aye, he was
but
one
he
of the-
was like
aye. Just one of the
35
staff,
or whatever, relatively good looking. And I swear he spent the week trying to fire in about my gran. My gran, who would have been like 60 at the time, like just like a classic, no like classic old woman. She's still got a bit about her, but aye, like pure grafting her hard, man. Like the entire week, her and Rosine, I think,
Roasting a pal.
who's
the
also
same
like
age.
the same age. Aye. And that was the one that Clark was there as well.
Aye,
Oh
Clark,
man,
aye.
too good. But
Rest in peace.
they had a pizza counter at that place where there was a cunt just making fresh pizzas with dough.
Aye.
Mate.
Every single day. It was so good, man. You just rolled up and like, I'll take like a pepperoni pizza, sound, fucking eat it, go back and get an unlimited because it was
Aye,
like
crack,
they kind
man.
of that was you could
Goodness.
the 5-star hotel.
Oh,
they had
mate.
that, but they had like different wee buffs bit where you could go and get different types of food. They had bars all around about the pool. It was all inclusive. Literally, you could go. That was in Turkey, Lara Beach. It's like a line along the beach of just 5-star hotels. So it is. But there was a point where it was cheap. So like I think
before it kind of like folk discovered.
before it kind of got popular, I'm sure my mum used to get us like she would get like the Waynes like 300 a head and maybe 500 for the adults or something for a week.
Aye.
And now it's like triple the price. Like it's
1,500 a head, man.
aye, like it's insane prices. We went to like Lara Beach Hotel, the Concord Hotel, the Titanic Hotel. The Concorde's shaped like a plane, and the Titanic one's like the Titanic. Like
That
these
Concorde was cracked, man.
mega structures, man. Honestly, they had all the footballing and the tellies and the rooms and all that. Like, it was fucking we grew up in relative poverty, like, but like, see when it came to the holidays, man.
Aye.
My mum saved it off for that, but
Aye.
that was the thing. She always said every summer we'd make sure that we go to holiday, and then she'd do what she could for Christmas.
Aye, I'd get the
And
shit
then-
shoes for school,
Aye.
but like, the fucking holiday was popping.
And in between, it was just trying to.
That's mental, man.
Aye, it was good, but obviously now it's just the same as everything. What was I looking at earlier? And it was a wee bag of buttons, fucking Milky Bar buttons. I think it was
Aye.
30 grams. Was like £1.20, and the
Aye,
shop
it's fucked.
£1.20
Ken
for the wee bag.
Aye, they used to
like-
be like 40 pence.
Ken not a 4 Yorkshiremen the fucking thing and be like, oh man, my fucking childhood was well worse. And whatever. But holy smokes, I went I've only ever been on holiday once with my family.
Was it? Aye.
That's the only time I've ever been on holiday.
and then when you were like 17, you went to
Aye, Malia.
Malia,
Aye.
was it? Aye, when you were
Nah,
17.
it's been my first since then.
Aye, because I do think I remember hanging. We were quite like lucky with that. That was because my mum just chokes for holidays. That was like
Aye.
the one thing she would make sure.
That was our fucking issue. Is my mum did choke for holidays and we fucking ruined her mojo. So sorry. Like she went to Greece, Morocco, and all that. Like I think 20 times. Or I didn't either. And then we came along and we never went once.
Just didn't have it. It depends, but because one thing we had with like holidays, because pretty much it was always we would have had two incomes coming into the house,
Aye, true.
chipping in
Aye.
towards the holidays.
And that's the thing.
One income with three wains is
It's
like.
that's not
whereas-
covering any fucking.
Aye,
nuts.
we had like two incomes coming in with
So
hanging.
I had fucking So holidays to me are fucking like crazy, man.
like a proper.
Aye, like I've
aye.
got like nay fucking.
We pretty much went every year for we were like 5 or whatever.
So
or
we're
4.
about, I think the last
So we're-
holiday I went was maybe I was about 14, 15, and then I think as soon as it was like your working age, it was
Aye,
like,
no, now it's
well,
pay for your
you
end.
might come, you have to
Aye.
pay for it.
Aye, it died out because I've not been holidaying fucking ages because I would have to pay for it myself. Could afford one, but then it's that committing to it, and then who am I going with? And is it going to be a boys type holiday or
what are you
whatever?
doing?
Obviously, in future that might be different, but. For the up until now, it's been very much, and then obviously I've got the Wayne and all. So like, if I were to go, like it's either go a child kind of type holiday,
Aye.
like, or fucking one with the boys. I'll try and do both, but I'm not exactly fucking rolling in it. Need to get back in the TikToks, make some viral videos to afford a holiday.
Aye, to get a holiday.
Aye, to get some
get one
sun, man.
It is one of the most mental things about money is like you probably could do some of these things, but
Aye.
you're just ready to spunk it all out
Aye,
the fucking wall, man.
I just waste it on fucking vapes and shit. Like, and I see the amount I've spent in vapes. I could be going back to a 5-star hotel the now. Like, I could be gone in the summer if I had just stopped vaping, saying last summer.
It's the biggest difference in terms of my income in that since I stopped like smoking vapes, like because I'll get midway through a month now and I'll still have money. And that's
Aye.
like unheard of, man.
I've been peak skint with the Christmas settings and then my
Aye.
calls MOT and then getting services and shit. And I'm
Because
like,
I was there something
and then
comes up, innit?
birthdays and like all
Aye.
that because like obviously there'll be extra money I've still got to fucking get back up, but fuck it, man, we roll through it. Like hopefully by the summer, and if I do get back on the videos, because that is I've cut out a fucking income source that that was a couple of £100 a month maybe that.
Maybe aye.
No, it's not. I don't want it. You're going to have to be. This is what it takes on the TikToks.
Aye.
I need a haircut first. I can't go back looking like a Lego lesbian.
What is that? What you're waiting for a haircut?
It would actually be quite funny if you were to go back with the haircut.
I
but
weigh the haircut. Maybe.
Aye,
Maybe
maybe
when
just
you've been
pretend
here
like-
last
just
time.
pretend
always
like
been
nothing-
through it, man.
Just pretend like nothing happened.
I just go back like it's hanging. No, I'll need to make a video where I'm just like, right, look, I've had my Britney Spears moment. Like I'm back. This is it. This is
I'll
what
give
it
you a
takes.
wee short bang shout and man, pair of clippers
Aye,
band
pair of
the
clippers.
It
Kesses,
is.
aye.
I know.
Again, this is a totally different episode, but you need to be studied, man. And I can't do it because I'm no fucking qualified enough. He's got the clippers out.
He does, man.
Do I do it live in the pod?
No, we already did. No, because that's an air Britney Spears.
Aye,
And that could, fuck knows what happens after that.
Aye, who knows what it looks
You
like.
need studied for Freud, man. I can't do it. I can't cut it any more as your local psychiatrist.
I just get wrapped up in certain ideas and then like they cling on and then it's like then I just reaffirm my beliefs to that idea and then I just
Aye. But then you get me wrapped up in the ideas and then when you change your mind I'm like what the fuck am I meant to believe?
That's when you have to start. When you start need to believing in yourself.
I know because I absolutely just feel sometimes like chaos on legs, but I did need to do something. Like I needed to,
I know
like,
that was fucking.
I needed to
your
take
brain just shitting them out.
Aye, like it was getting too much. Whereas now I think I could probably like balance it, like because I've not used any social media, my brain space feels like it's like decently like full. Do you know that way? Like I've not been like spunking my ideas on the internet, and I've not been spunking in my own face with our folks' ideas either.
You've also got in there 10 months before it's when.
Aye. So I'm going to have a clean run.
A clean run.
Aye, which is good, and like I will I'll hold my hands up and fully admit that I miss a lot of the validate, like because I've said before, like I didn't know whether I did, but I defo did because like my own self-image isn't I was the best, especially in the winter. But if I did have a couple of cunts saying good boy, then I'd maybe be like,
I said that. See, when Dad was in the hospital and I was visiting him, and he was asking how we were getting on off social media, and I was like, Karen's missing validation. And I was like, here, I like validation in some ways. We've all got it. Like.
I think as long as you now come to the conclusion that. I don't even know how you would word it. Like, I think now that you come to the conclusion, you're just accepting the fact that you're not doing it for any special.
it's not.
Like it's not like this higher power thing.
No, it's more like a fun way that I could potentially earn money and just like feel a bit better, maybe. But I defo still am going to limit my actual other social media usage anyway, because it's been a weird. I still don't really have like, because that would probably be my first video back. Like, what's fucking 6 or 7 weeks, or if it's 2 months by that point without social media. But then like I don't even know if I have any strong things to say either way. The only thing I can say is I feel bored more. Like, and that boredom doesn't lead me to dare things. It just leads me to being more bored, which is like, it seems counterintuitive, but
I do hope you get to do less. I just bought a fucking packet of mint flavoured buttons at the shop and more sketches or something, or whatever the fuck it may be. Like,
I think that's like the stuff I like doing, the stuff that takes no hundreds of time, because anytime I took too much time planning something, I was ruined it. But like they kind of wee flash ideas, get something jotted down, do it that way, because that stuff's fun and I find it funny. The reviews are really the reviews and stuff are just filler.
Aye, they just fill the gaps. Aye.
But that's more to do with consistency than anything.
It's so shite. I know that you need to do one every day.
I just like, don't think I can build any momentum if I don't weigh the algorithm. I think that's because see if I could do all day 3 videos a week that need to be a minute long, that's barely even scratching. I think every day when I've got like days where I'm packed out fucking start to finish, that's a bit different. But I mean, there was days where I'm sure there was a day I pumped out 5 in the one day, because when I'm motivated and I can do it.
Aye, when you're it's kind of rough.
I remember some Sunday mornings waking up, and because I knew air cunts were rough that morning, I felt fucking great, and I was just recording video after video, just in top of the world. But then also that was probably like still in that like late summer, autumn kind of element. I wasn't where I am now. Like it'll be back to one a day, and like I can try and be a consistent one a day. Aye. But I know this shouldn't it's no news to you anyway.
No, man, they shock this guy. Nothing could shock this guy. It's just peaks and troughs. Which I guess is what life is. You're like the pinnacle of life, basically.
I just try and ride the wave, man. But I will be back. So, anybody that does watch this and was on the hingies, I'll be back soonish. I'll get a haircut first, but
Aye. I mean, we
Return.
I mean, we knew it was never going to be. I'm never doing a TikTok
No.
again. I mean, who the fuck were we trying to kid with it like that? You didn't even say that in the video. You
No.
did say in the video a couple of months.
Aye,
I'm
like,
sure.
I think I said like it's a hard thing of like 6 months, but
Kevin, what you should do, right, before you go back on,
Aye.
watch that YouTube video again and see if it pulls you back to where you were before, or you go, oh no, I get the idea, but I'm still got to go back.
do you know what? I think it's just
Because
like
that was so fresh, wasn't it? Like,
but was he already looking for a way out?
I think
that just solidified
I think-
his thing. Because
aye.
he said to me he'd been thinking about it for 2 months.
I think that's what it is. I was already in the zone of like I'm kind of a bit getting scunnered like that. I was already getting scunnered with it. So then it's as soon as I saw that video, it was just like there's the reason for me to stop, because realistically I couldn't find a good reason to stop other than I can't be fucked, which I can't justify that to myself when there's lots of cunts out there that enjoy it. I make money for it, and it
Aye.
actually keeps me straight, kind of like in terms of like a consistency thing.
Aye.
So the only way I could find out was to attach myself to somebody else's idea, really, and fucking then just contort that to fit my fucking worldview, which I do with everything. Whenever I make a big thing, it's like, this thing's shit, so I'm going to make sure that this thing and this thing and this thing's shit in my head, so I don't need to bother. Like, it's so...
Aye, like that's your issue. You swing for the fences, make the wholesale changes, man, instead of just like wee things and that. So it's like wees.
Like, I could have just took a week's break, like just posted a wee story thing, like I'll be back in a week.
Aye.
I'm resting, and that would have been it. There would have been none of this hullabaloo. I wouldn't have received hundreds of messages for cunts like, "Are you okay? If you need to talk, brother, hit me up." And I appreciate all the messages, right?
Aye.
But I didn't think I was doing a mental health fucking shout, but like everybody else did. Like, that seemed to be the general thing. But then I was in my Britney Spears moment, so it's understandable. Anyway, I think we should wrap up.
Oh, I could talk out
how
loud, man.
many more minutes was that, McKeff?
Don't know.
Many.
Timer went off. James Wiseman of Cardo fame, he wanted to ask you a question
Oh.
about cereals. Take it
Oh,
back,
for fuck's sake,
back to
right.
season 1.
Right, back to season
See,
one.
every time I see him, he asks me this question. He's like, "Have you asked Jay yet?" And I saw him today, and he was fucking
And that's
asking,
right.
"Have you ever considered taking a handful of the cereal dry, munching it, and then taking a gulp of milk?"
I've done that.
But is it good?
Aye, because you used to get those. Straws that had like the chocolate balls in them. Do you know what I mean?
They
Aye.
are soapy.
You got strawberry ones and that. I used to
Soap.
I used to chew them and get them out.
Aye,
you
aye,
used to-
aye,
I mean, that's
aye,
weird.
aye.
Because
But it was when they ran out towards the end, and I would like,
Chew
Oh,
it.
at the end of the
Because
plastic.
he's talking about
Aye.
like getting the max crunch and then washing it down with some milk after.
aye. Probably could.
I've
'Cause
definitely.
you could probably do like Oreos like that, like chew the Oreo up and then drink milk.
I've also before ate cereal out some mad container thing before, like a mug or something, and so it's like pure fucking still crunchy. But I can't say I've done that a lot, but I have done it, and but
Sure,
then it maybe wouldn't be like.
It would depend on the type of cereal.
It also probably wouldn't be the most efficient way to do it.
Hornful of cereal, hornful of
Aye.
milk. Aye.
I like scoop it.
But I mean, I mean that is. I mean, I've done some fun crazy things. I spoke on here before about buying 8 packets of Oreos when I was stoned and putting my milk.
Aye, milk, aye.
See if any cunt wants to try that, right?
Yeah,
It turns into fucking Oreo gloop, right? But get stoned. You don't need to get stoned, but get stoned anyway. You might as well just do it because it adds to the experience,
Yeah,
right?
man.
A full packet of Oreos. How many calories do you think that is?
A grand.
I reckon about a grand calories.
Full sleeve of Oreos and like
Whole milk.
aye, and like hanging. I mean, this must have been crazy. And then like just batter them up a wee bit, so that they go to almost hangy size, and then pour a bowl of them. I've spoken about this before on here, but I just need to speak about it again.
I need to try that one time, but obviously don't smoke weed anymore. So I feel like until I get the
It would
chance.
be, but you'd get to the second spoonful and I'd probably be like, fuck, man.
They go sog.
I did it.
And then
To
it
the
ends
sog,
up,
aye.
and then it just turns out like fucking
Like a porridge or something.
Aye.
Still haven't tried porridge. I honestly just come on here and talk shit. Is it porridge I said I was going to try?
Oh, did you never have porridge? I might ask you.
Just to finish that question.
To see if he's the shadow, right? He's got a false promise.
the false prophet.
The false prophet.
The only issue with that is, right, is you can kind of do that straw thing a wee bit. So say you put some frosty in your mouth and they've got max flavour on them, and you drink the milk and the milk filters through it and turns into a frosty milk. I just don't think, but you would get the elite level milk at the bottom doing that.
Oh,
but
aye, because it'd not really be a collection
what
of milk.
you technically could do, and I've defo done this before, is pour the milk into the fucking plastic.
Oh, I thought you were
gonna
going to
say?
say a bowl and drink
yeah.
it. Like, drink
Oh,
it for a bowl rather than a
I've
spoon.
done that before. I was eating I've ate a bowl of cereal before and just been seeking, but like, I'm just going to drink the rest of the milk and fling the rest of the cereal in the bin. But you could do that. You could fill the fucking plastic in the box up with some milk and then just eat them kind of wet, and
that
then
would
maybe
be
drink
alright.
some milk and all.
And a film, no.
Oh, aye, that's
Defo
definitely
will
a
be.
film, man.
Aye.
Anyway, we're having no harm.
Aye, right. So
Aye,
James,
aye.
that's your question answered.
Aye.
Well, does he
Stop
listen to this religiously?
Aye,
Will
he
listen
loves
to this
it.
bit?
Aye, he loves
right,
it.
well, James, there you go, man.
He just loves hearing his own voice in the intro.
Is
That's
he
what
any
it is.
relation to? Is he any relation to Wiseman Milk?
Do you know I've
the
done
milk?
Yeah, I do.
You can let us know.
Obviously, somewhere in the fucking
Aye,
Wiseman
he'll be on
tree
the,
will
he'll be on the tree. Aye, somewhere.
But I mean, how far back we gone by? Wiseman Milk, that used to be top of the league.
It used to be
Right, we need to finish
Milk
this
League.
part one, the Milk League.
Premier Milk League.
Was one of the cups not called the Milk Cup?
Aye, they don't get
Aye.
here, Cravendale away on Wednesday.
The Carabao Cup used to be called the Milk Cup, I think.
Is it?
But we need
Milk cup?
to give it a goog.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Right, we'll wrap for now.
Right.
We'll be back with
Part
Joe.
one, we'll be back with Joke of the Week.
Fucking right.
Much love.
Till away.
Matters. Nah.
Part 2, Disco Saloon, episode 7, season 2. We are back, baby.
Yeah.
Of the week.
Oh, God.
Don't know where that came from. The depths of my feminine soul.
Right.
Right.
Well, since...
Fuck.
Who went last week? Or
I was going to ask that.
Aye.
Do you,
So that means, again, I need to pick,
right,
which
wait,
means
what
am I doing?
if you pick me and let me speak for 5 minutes on my absolute shite and I'll pick you?
Right.
Right. Right.
He's got a chance to do the funniest thing ever, no pick me.
I'll not do that to
Snatch
you.
the mic. Right, I pick Aaron.
Right, class. Glad we
Choke of
sorted
the
that
week.
out.
Just
Choke of the
gets
week. So I'm between two things. They're both relative to gaming companies, and they're not really a choke, but I'm just very limited. I didn't prepare
You
for
didn't
this.
joke too much.
So I think what will go away is the absolute meltdown of cunts online. Now I'm not on social media technically, but I do log into Reddit, load up Reddit, and Ken, see when I say cunts, right? PlayStation Network went down as I was on it on FIFA 11 trying to smash my weekend league, so I had a free weekend. Weekend league, for anybody that doesn't know, is you play FIFA 15 games. They're all at ranked matches with ELO, so if you win one, you get a slightly harder cunt to play and across 15 games, right? Cunts go a bit ham for it, no because it's good or fun. It's because they're addicted to the fucking packs, the rewards that you get, because you might get a shiny new player. And I've got some of the bushest fucking cards in the game, and I still get scudded because I got lucky, and it doesn't fucking mean shit. Right, anyway, so PSN.
But he'll be playing 15 games next weekend.
Every weekend. Leopard doesn't change its spots. Right, anyway, so PlayStation Network, I'm sitting there 11:30, and I'm starting to hit a bit of a groove, and I'm like, this is fucking good. And then I got a message in the group chat, and they're like, oh, PSN's doing. And I'm like, no, it's no, because I'm in a game, right? So I was in a game, and then I went out and I went through here and I got a drink of diluting juice, went into the kitchen, got a drink of diluting juice, came back, and I tried to get into the next game, and it was like, oh, can I enter you into the game? And I was like, let me try again, right? So this was 5 times I tried it, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to need to shut the game, reload it, put it back up, can I connect to the servers? And I was like, oh, fuck, man, right, it is done. So I'm checking the PlayStation website. It's saying that it's open. For half an hour, I basically just shut the game, opened up half an hour to 12 o'clock. Then PSN put in their website, they updated it. Servers are done, right? So I sat for the next 2 hours just waiting for the servers to come back.
That's correct.
Just sitting because I was like, I want to get this done now. So I sat for 2 fucking hours, just in, out, pass. Didn't work. 24 bastard hours the thing was done for.
That's correct.
No, for context, right? That's one day of the year, right? Sony run that. Sony, who used to make the phones, make the tellies, make PlayStations, like they are like one of the fucking. It would be like Apple services, all your shit getting done for a full day. It's mental in the modern world now. I don't know. I think it might have been a fucking hack. Got to be a hack. They didn't update. Any day. They didn't say shit. So, and apparently Xbox Air Christmas got a cyber attack that was like 150 million different attacks all at the once.
Jesus Christ.
Right, so I don't know.
The hackers be cooking, man.
I don't know, but it was the biggest hack that's ever been attempted. And they're like, what's it called? It's not antivirus, so that makes me sound like I'm for the fucking early 2000s. I had a firewall.
Just give me a minute. I gotta get through this firewall.
But anyway, there was this huge attack, and they are the thing that stops attacks. What are we going to call it?
Their firewall.
Right, their firewall. Quote it, right? And they use, I think it's called Azure or something for their firewall, right?
Aye.
Now, apparently Maced are a chunk of the servers that PlayStation and Sony use are also Azure, but then they outsource a lot of their servers to AWS, which is Amazon's servers.
Aye.
And I think it might have been Amazon servers. So that's 2 big fucking if it is a hack, 2 big company servers. Fuck knows what data they've got away with. Tell you that. But I mean,
That's fucked.
it doesn't really, like, for me, like, I'm not doing much shit in my PlayStation. Like, those cunts that basically, I was on the Reddit, and you want to have seen the nick some cunts were in, like, in the comments. Like, they were so fucking distraught. Like, this is my only day off in 2 months, and I wanted to fucking play it, and I can't. And then they're like, I've paid 80 quid for God of War. How can I not play this when the servers are down? It's an offline game. Cunts were.
I was going to ask that.
They were bailing. So apparently with PS5, so in PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1 didn't have internet, but you could play offline games because it was obviously discs then.
Aye.
And the discs were the ones that gave like the certificate to the console to run the game, because they've got to get that. You need to have PlayStation Network access to get that certificate. So even if you've bought the game, right, and it's downloaded on your hard drive and you keep it, that certificate doesn't exist there. It exists in your account. So nobody could play single player games, or even games that didn't have internet access, or old legacy like you couldn't even boot up Grand Theft Auto San Andreas remastered, and it came out like 15 years ago. Because the way that modern technology, like, obviously I don't know if we discussed it on here, but like talking about physical media versus digital, that's one of the big issues with it, because like you don't actually own shit. Like, technically you own a license to use their property, whatever. But when you used to buy a game, it was like, right, you had it physical. The license was still like granted to you for X amount of time or whatever. But it's pretty
You
cracked,
just
man.
own the access.
You own
Don't
access
own
to
the
it,
game.
aye.
Like that is one like one positive to physical stuff, but then one of the negatives to physical stuff is it can burn down to the fucking if your house burns down.
Aye, degrade, and it can degrade
Need
at time as
clouds,
well.
man,
Aye, so
Because it's Madlib, you know, the producer Madlib, his house burnt down in the LA files, and he had like fucking like $20 million worth of records, and it would be it would be like the most insane records you'd ever hear in your life. See, if you listen to his beats, he's listening to tunes, man.
aye, he's actually got the tunes.
So
going.
that's like a full library of like gear gone just forever.
I suppose that is
Never
the thing,
come
like
back.
for
That's tough, man.
like cloud storage and stuff. Technically, like, as long as it's fucking maintained, should never fucking die. It could get hacked, it could whatever, but aye, it's fucking cracked. But the fact that like Sony, and as I say, like for an entire day their servers couldn't be doing and no say shit about it is just bonkers.
Weird,
and like the modern age. And what it really got me thinking about was that I think will become a more common thing over time, because the further we get into the internet, like, because we already, like, I'm off social media now, but like most days are locked in it, like one way or another, and it can be like just your hobbies, the stuff you like to get up to, just what you do in your phone, your spare time, at your work, whatever. If you work in a government position, I guarantee you're fucking on the internet and using fucking like hingy. You can have your own servers and whatever, but it's fucking mad, because once it gets to like the next set of fucking wars that come about, it's going to be like cyber wars rather than physical ones. Like, we already know that's kind of happening, because Russia's like fucking, they're actual training up cunts to be like the Bush's hackers, like.
And you can, they're doing that in China. And
America. In America we're doing it as well. We'll definitely, we'll have like crack teams of hackers that are trying to wipe out infrastructure, because if you think about it, see when our power went down here for like a day, or it was on and off for hanging. Sure. When the power went down, like, it wipes out society, like, in that moment. So if you think about like a cyber attack / whatever, if these fucking power places, like the plants or whatever that run the hanging, if you can get that shut down through like a bit of fucking malware, you could wipe out fucking cities temporarily.
Fuck don't know how to, I don't get how to, like,
actually
shave down what's it called, like skin a coo and all that.
Skin a coo.
You'd have to be finding
I got a few years after that, but
I think it'd be a choke, man.
That, but I think has a lot to do with what we've been talking about, to try to exist out with the fucking confines of the internet.
Trying to, because it, like, you end up a bit of a strange character in 2025 if you know.
That's why that thing you were saying, Afi, and that thing you're talking about with your TikToks is why it kind of is important. But even if you do go back and do the TikToks, to still try and find a way to know.
No, like fully and like fully give myself out to that.
Because I think that is the key. There needs to be one day a week where you go, right, I actually need to do something to do that isn't plugged into a wall.
That's a good call.
Everything you fucking do is plugged into a wall. Every single, and it's like, I need to just for an hour not be plugged in, man.
I think the only thing left that's no plugged into a wall is this. Obviously, take these away, you know, but this is just a conversation.
It's pretty much
speaking to folk, right? Which is the majority of my job, luckily, which is good. But which you love doing, going out and
they walks, man,
touching grass, looking at the sky,
touch the fucking grass,
and hearing the birds fucking chirp.
And just don't look at your phone. No, it feels mad. You actually feel like you leave planet Earth for 10 minutes.
You realise that there's a world out there.
That's no.
And then you start to go, like, you put your phone down and then you go, fuck, what have I been doing for 12 years of my life, man? Where have I been? How have I been in this and on these screens for 12 years, man? It's mental.
It's quite
that's
interesting affair.
That's just me, bye.
I certainly barely touch grass. Like, I don't. I'm quite locked in. But then that's in my nature is to, like, when I like something, I just fucking rip the arse with it. Like, that's kind of and that's where you're saying like a balance. Try and touch grass sometimes, this and that. But like, I do you know how many times in my life I've actually said, right, I'm going to sort out my sleep hygiene, and I'm going to sort out. I've never been able to do it.
No, but that is one thing you can also do to get back some time, is see if you sort out a sleep pattern. That can get some time unplugged for the system.
Like, that's definitely where, like, I wanted it to go.
Since I was about 15, maybe not 15, not 15, about 18, I have an alarm for a time every single morning. Like, I can't go to sleep going, I'll just wake up at 1 in the day. I cannot do it.
I do it sometimes. It's terrible.
That's not a dig at you. That's the way you work. I have to, like, I cannot wake up past like 10 o'clock, man.
See, you don't get pure bleak, right?
Later,
but I think most folk we can, including us, have an inability to accept who they are. Like, they're crazy. And it's like, see, the only way you can actually do that and know who you are is actually doing all that touch grass shit. But even me, who loves all that shit, doesn't do it.
Or doesn't do it enough.
Because see, if you just exist on your phone, you're hiding away from who you truly are. We keep talking about us as in like, oh, I like doing this and I want to do this, but it's like, you don't. You're just doing that because somebody else wants to do it, or it's on the internet, or it's.
We live in a world that externalizes like our personality to everybody else.
Aye.
And 50 years ago, it was actually a person. The evidence, their physical evidence, was their personality and who they were. Whereas now, the majority of folk as their personality is who they show themselves to be. Do you know what I mean?
There might also be a way to touch grass through internet or being plugged in. There might be some way to do it. I just don't know what the answer would be to that. Like,
I think maybe that's where the honest raw stuff that you sometimes come across, like like the Dele Alli interview, that felt like touching grass, but like, through that medium.
I guess watching like a David Attenborough thing maybe as well, like that kind of shit. Where it's like wholesome stuff that's just everyday stuff on the internet.
It's like as close to like real as possible. That it's not like it's no shiny.
I suppose as well having actual normal human interactions with folk.
I know that's like I think that's the only thing that keeps me fucking sane is having to go to work and actually act like a normal person and behave like one like that. But see what you were saying about no kenning who you. That's you just had me think then. Like I pretty much shake up who I think I'm every like 3 to 6 months, and it's like I've never really had a set thing. The only thing I can cling on to is I was quite consistently like just mildly autistic when I was young, like that. But that's. Like my behaviours were like that, and that's the only thing I can cling on to.
Like, see if you ask any cunt to describe themselves, one of the things they'll tell you about is like
their Fitbit team,
team, and it's like, but that isn't you.
What's the first thing? See, when you meet somebody, most of the time,
your job is their thing that defines you.
Oh, so what do you do?
Studying. That's what they ask. What you do?
How do you spend your time?
And that's like that street lyric. Don't know what it is. I was hoping you'd ken. Wait, it's like where you from, what you on, that sort of thing.
What's your name? What's the story? What you on?
Aye.
Because I don't, but I think because a lot of our interactions with folk in real life or in the internet is all surface level, like it's on. Nobody really. A lot of the time we actually did deep delve shit so much more than average folk. Like we can't be like the baseline for what cunts communication should be like, because ours isn't the same as everybody else's. Folk might listen to us and be like, look how open they can be with each other. That's kind of mental. But we'll sit here and be like, I don't even know who the fuck I am. Do you know what I mean? Like we judge ourselves by ourselves, and then like the idea of what the peak person should be like, and that's not really a fair comparison, because if we compare ourselves to the average person, we probably communicate better, have a better understanding who we are as folk, and we don't mind being like insightful and a bit deeper with our conversations to our own detriment a lot of the time. I know to mine.
Ken, that's so many. There's so many tangents there. There's so many doors open.
I didn't even know where the conversation starts and ends. You've just been there smiling at me the
in
full
my
time.
head, in my head, I'm like, Ken, that is so true that we probably are. Like, I don't like small talk. I hate that.
I hate it.
Like, I can't do it. Like, you maybe know, you just saying alright to somebody you went to school with or whatever, like that happens. But like, maybe we just deep dive and have to think of who we are all the time because we're not secure in who we are. Because we don't like who we are.
And there's also a thing to be said.
So other folk don't go, am I enough? Am I doing this? Am I this? Is that right? Am I meant to think like,
am I fulfilling my potential?
We're all going philosophical and deep diving into our minds, when most folk are just like, what's a Starbucks like? And then they have a Starbucks. And then they go, might be late for uni. And that's just like normal life. You know what I mean?
There's also a thing to be said.
I want to change who we are, but
maybe the stuff we love the most can sometimes have a detriment on us. Just like, fuck it.
Defo.
Because see if you actually think about like who you are, like what makes you tick, maybe sometimes that is the stuff that fucks you, and you just have to accept like,
because maybe a bit of
boozing,
maybe a bit of like fucking autopilot and just trying to enjoy your life would be alright sometimes, like, do you know, rather than trying to dice and cut and fucking work out exactly everything.
And this is probably our issues, because see if we all played FIFA but we played it offline once every blue moon, or I didn't fucking log letterbox every time I watch a film and go that deep into it and just watch a film,
just existed
play
in it.
a game.
But
we all fixate on things and go 100 mile an hour into them to the point that it then almost becomes like, what the fuck's going on?
Agreed.
So if we dabbled a wee bit in things that make us tick, we'd probably be better off, but it's too hard. So,
Bye. Anyway, PlayStation Network was done, and that's my joke of the week. And I'll pass over to Jay.
Aye, Jay.
Wow.
There you go.
There you go. You're no last, son.
I am the last, but I just used all my spitting bars up in that segment.
He's getting it.
That was like 10% PlayStation Network there.
Aye, that was like 10% Playstyle Plus on my FIFA card, man. Anyway, why have I got in my notes we are fucked, but also the least fucked? Right.
You were like a pub company getting out of business there, man. No bars left.
Aye, right. I'm
Been
flinging
shut
it
down.
back to fucking Callum McKeff season 1 wreck of the week king and
Choke.
going with an album.
An album?
It was a
Album.
century ago, man.
Aye.
Feels like
Feels
it.
like
About a
it.
million years ago.
Right.
Time's relative, no?
Prehistoric, man.
I'm doing Jeff Buckley's album, Grace. Jeff Buckley's only album because he fucking did Swimming in Water.
Beautiful.
Did they?
I got caught in some vines. Like, see the underwater vines?
Did they?
And drowned them.
Again, that would be
R.I.P.
stinking way to
GBNF,
go,
man.
GBNF, man. He was only 30, so. Aye.
Fuck's sake.
Why not?
30, man.
I defo am nearly
Getting
30.
any chance he gets to it. How's that ended up? Right, anyway,
Because we're going to die
I
one day,
know,
Jay.
man.
Don't you forget it.
Aye, we're not
I know
gonna-
you won't. They might forget it.
We're
I
not-
fucking won't.
no, I don't. We're not going to have a Jeff Buckley Grace to show for it anyway. Right.
Oh, no.
So,
I'll never be enough.
I think I was thinking earlier on, right, and I don't think there's many folk on the planet that have a song where most folk would ken it.
So sorry.
What are we doing now, man? We're editing this through, we're keeping this in, man. What's happening? What the fuck is going on, man?
I'm so sorry.
Actual get the fuck.
So sorry.
Well, I fuck knows if you're going to see this. We don't know, but
I think it needs to stay in.
I think it needs to stay in, man.
Aye.
I can't fucking. So sorry.
Because you've just like, you get your chance to speak.
Aye. I can't even think now. I might need to pass this joke of the weekend, man.
Oh, go, please go.
This could be the end of the podcast if you're listening to this. Like, this could be it, man. It could be all over for me. They could be a free-peat for now on, man. It might be fucked.
This is the destruction of the
This
system
is the
right here.
destruction of the system, man, because he can't, he's in the sidelines here and they can't get in, man. He's like an ant and they've shut the door with the fucking all in there with the queen. Right.
You've actually just spent about 14 years building that anthill and he's just came in this
He
knocked
just
over.
came in and just
like
shot
an,
on it, man.
like an angsty teenager.
I was just about to fucking roll that hill, ball up the fucking
You
hill.
nearly
like,
had it at the top.
what's his name? No, Sisyphus. That's fucking. Don't know that.
Aye,
Who's
okay.
that guy that rolls
Aye.
the ball at the hill?
Aye, okay.
And then he gets near the top and it just drops and that's him getting down, man.
Again, was too funny. See, mind last week I was talking about systems and like once that when they're intricate enough, like one wee thing can set off like
Aye.
the full fucking the domino effect. Kenneth has earth fucking collapsed this system. Too good.
What sin would that be? what sin would put that down?
I don't even know what sin that is because it's
It's
like,
like gluttony, no?
oh, you're probably going to need to edit this out, man, because it's not going to make any sense. But keep the fart in, but then the rest of it can get to fuck. Right. I need to decide what I'm doing now.
Right, go. Right, tell us about the album Grace by Jeff Buckley. He died when he was 30, got caught in some vines.
You've got Jay, you've got this, man.
I don't think I can do it now, but 'cause
Composure,
I can't
baby.
take myself too seriously now.
Think of the tempo, passing the tempo, motivation, brother. You've got this.
Right.
Right, go.
Composure.
Right.
Right, deep breath.
Jeff Buckley.
There you go.
There you go, Grace. 30. Deed. Right.
The album, but what's the album?
Tell us.
Right. What I was about to say was
Right, we'll try and keep it
We'll
together.
try and keep it together, right? There's no many folk. I had this revelation earlier. There's no many folk in the world that can say they've got a song that every cunt kens. And what I was going to say was Hallelujah's probably one of them.
I know, it's I don't know any of the Urchins now, but see that one, everybody knows it.
that's so good.
Everybody knows it. And was it known Shrek as well? Or was it a cover?
I think so it is a cover, but I think the cover of the cover
There's
was
another
on Shrek,
cover that's
aye.
on it.
But everybody knows it.
Because it's
Aye.
Leonard Cohen in it.
Aye.
It has like 40 verses or something. He used to change every time he played it live, and that.
Did they?
Aye, it's wild.
So what I was going to say is I can't think of many ass folk. Like, see, even like folk that are big like Eminem and all that, there's going to be folk that don't ken it.
Aye.
All age groups.
Defo. Well, when did that album come out?
1990, I want to say, but I don't
Aye.
know.
Oh, was it as
I
soon
think
as that? Recent? Sorry.
I think it was 80. I think it was like 85, 86.
I don't know, but I just presumed it was like the 70s or something.
I'll go with 1993.
That might be
I'll
right.
go
you know that.
1993?
I'll go with because he died in 97, so he was 30. I think he was 27. Maybe it's 1994, 93. One of them.
That Hallelujah feels like it's one of those songs that
94.
must have existed forever.
He died in 97.
97 May or something. 97.
Hold on, what am I doing?
1994. I'm going for.
Where are the pictures of him in black and white?
94.
Yeah, it's locked in,
94.
baby.
Aye.
So that's mad. So
Aye.
is the rest of the album good?
No, the rest of the album's incredible.
Is it?
It's
So
unreal.
what? So
Is it?
what?
So you'd
what-
love it, man. It's emotions,
Oh
man.
no, you would love it.
I'm surprised
aye.
you've no dipped in actually.
Aye, no.
Probably send you
I'm not even
loves.
going to say I'm got it because I've got a bad track
No,
record, but I
bad
might.
track record, but
What's
might
the
be
what's
great, that,
Jay? What's the one
Aye.
that me and you choke for, man? There's a specific
there's
tune that
one
we're
that get
fucking.
there's one that get hot for TikTok and it's like Lover Come Over or something, or
Aye.
Please Come Over Lover or whatever the fuck's called. My favourite's called Forget Her. Wow, man.
I think
that
Forget Her's
is
the one we're
crazy.
talking about.
Anyway, what my chat was going to be was what you just said to him. I think cunts should listen to this album, like cunts that listen to this, because it's like this isn't even that far out. Like this is like, see folk if they're out there that like James Bay
Aye.
or like any cunt since 1994 that has done a guitar and singing like this, like John Mayer.
Aye.
This is what
John
this
Mayer's
fucking
great.
is. Guitars, singing. The way the way he sings is fucked, man. I was walking to my lot this morning when I was like, this is actually fucked, like truly actual fucked. But like, see, I'm telling you, like, the cunt, that Matt Bellamy that sings for Muse, Chris Martin that sings for Coldplay, Tom York for Radiohead, all they cunts. That Damien Rice has that fucking Cannonball song. Bon Iver, Ben Howard, all that stuff is this. Like, all it is
Aye,
this.
it's all after
It's
the back.
the way
yeah.
he sings, it's almost like borderline like operatic, and he does like these mad falsettos where he does like the high pitch. It's just
That was Tom
phenomenal,
Ken
man.
Fake Plastic Trees.
They
They made that after they went and seen him live. And that Tom York was like, oh no, he gave me the confidence to try and like do stuff with my voice I never knew. And that Matt Bellamy for Muse was like, Muse probably wouldn't exist if he didn't, because I wouldn't have known to do that to my voice. But like honestly, like see stuff like John Mayer, James Bay, and all that. If you like that, listen to some of these, because one or two of them have hit on TikTok, so they're like it is accessible to the folk. But I don't know, but I mean, he does have like 5 million monthly listeners, so it's not as if name.
Aye.
But that's still quite wee in the
I
grand
can't
scale.
name like, see if you think about it, like Michael Jackson, Queen, maybe Beatles. After that, it's the Elvis. After that, for me, it starts to get a bit sketchy. But I feel like that Jeff Buckley, every cunt kens that Hallelujah.
Aye, I think so.
Like, and even if you start to name folk like Frank Sinatra and Johnny Cash probably would be up there as well. But after that, honestly, like it starts to get kind of like
I feel like
every age
folk
group.
know tunes like Ring of Fire, like with Johnny Cash,
Aye.
but then you're going to the territory where it's like White Christmas. Every cunt knows White Christmas. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Aye, that's true. But then I think most folk would know that it's Jeff Buckley, Hallelujah. Like they'd know that. Whereas a lot of folk, there'll be songs that everybody knows, but they don't know who made it. Like they wouldn't know the name.
It's kind of strange. Also, he's got a live album that I prefer the version of Hallelujah on, and it is fucked. He's singing like it's like, what is going on here?
I'll need a slice of that.
Oh man, like there's bits at the end and it's just like, I'm like, what is he, man? And I think I said in the chat to you when I tell you to listen to it, but he just used to go and play pubs and all that, and then it got to the point where there was like limousines pulling up with folk for record companies like, no, you need to come and see this cunt playing in this bar, because he's operating on a different level. I'm sure he's a slight Nepo baby, but I'm sure his dad was like a. But anyway,
his dad was a singer as well.
Aye,
Tim
Buckley.
Buckley.
Aye. So aye, that's my joke of the week. That album is fucked. I think it's like it's on all these mad lists for being like one of the best albums and all that. Aye, and it's fucked. It's just him singing and guitars and that, and
Fucking right.
try and get your folk it's like see James Bay and Hosier and that stuff. Like that is where it is.
It's just that realm, but like the OG of that realm.
Aye.
'Cause I don't mind Hosier, but I mean I can't hack James Bay in the slightest. But Jeff Buckley, just like there was a real soul in it, man. There was a proper like fucking. He had a feel for what you felt. He was living what he was singing about, man. Like you felt it straight away.
Aye, and I think after he did, hundreds of folk come out and said, no, like cause see that album when it first came out, it didn't do that well.
Do you think he'd be as popular if he never died so young?
I think that's the same way anybody that dies
Aye,
young.
that's the
innit?
thing,
Like,
prob-
that's- you don't have a chance to tarnish the stuff that he did do
Aye,
as well. That's,
Because there would have been a lot of folk like listening to Hallelujah, getting emotional, thinking about him dying and that as well, and that would have been passed through.
I think one of the things that has helped him is he just done this one album, and it's like, how the fuck, like what the fuck, and then indeed.
what's mad to think about is like some folk, a lot of folk improve their craft their time. Some don't. Some just had it. Like if he's hitting that kind of level, what could he have done?
Aye, man,
Aye.
aye.
Like, you know,
Well, it's
that's
like-
quite mad.
It's like Kurt Cobain, like dropped 3 killer albums and then
And then 27.
died, man. Well, it's like a thing that was in The Godfather and Dog Day Afternoon and all that. And
Aye,
like, the
John
Connors-
Cazale.
Aye, like did 5 movies, all 5-star films, and then that was it.
I
Died.
think he didn't.
He was
I think,
a joke,
I think he
man.
did 5 movies, and all 5 movies get nominated for Best Picture,
What?
and he was in them all.
And,
Single
and
only
literally, he
person,
wasn't
single
even in like short films or that. He wasn't in any like wee like TV shows or that. It was just these 5 films.
Didn't he 5 films?
That was his full.
And he was like-
I
he was
can't remember.
always like-
I can't remember what it was. It was Godfather 1 and 2,
1 and 2.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Deer Hunter,
Aye.
Why, Deer Hunter?
and I'm sure there might have been an air one with Meryl Streep in it.
I had it in my head there.
It's no Harold and Maude, but it's something. The Kramer, it's no Kramer versus Kramer, but it's something like that anyway. But anyway,
Aye.
all of them that he was in get nominated for, so it is that kind of thing.
Like 100% track
Aye.
record.
But I think that Jeff Buckley was just waiting on his bandmates to get into New York, and it was just him and like some kind of like one of the roadies or whatever, and he's like, I'm just gonna like swim in the water fully clothed, and he was just like swimming in the water singing, and then just they couldn't never seen him. He just got lost underneath the water, and then they get
Mad, innit?
fun on these fucking vine
So
fucking
cracked.
kind of
It's
tree
like
things.
poetic, man. I mean, that's a poetic death.
Aye, that's just aye. So Grace, Jeff Buckley, wow, that'll get you in your fucking feelers,
That'll
man.
get you.
Aye,
Fucking
right. Do
Joe.
my pick next.
Should we? What was your timer set for?
That was half an hour.
half an. All right, aye.
Peak.
All good.
Do I go next after nearly derailing
Aye. Aye.
Go for it. I'll do what he and his, but I'll leave my kiss for last so we can get the choke high.
I found the part hilariously funny, but
I do apologise, but
sometimes you've got to do something.
do you ken why I done it, right?
Let's not go deep. Let's not go deep into
Because
this.
last
dissect this.
episode, I think I done it between takes. I think because when we were setting up the mics and that, and then I don't know, I felt it, and it just came to me. It just needed to happen.
Can I tell you how I feel?
I'm
I
sorry.
feel as if this season I got after a great start and was almost becoming the podcast, and every episode after that there has been attempts of takedowns on my podcast live. At every
character
turn it's been like,
assassination, man.
let's take him doing a peg or two because he's going to folk are starting to like him too much. So we need to get him. User chat. Get what it is. I was in jail. And I got out of jail and you were like, nah, we need to get him back in this seat because he's starting to talk too much and we need him. He needs to chill out, man.
It was the premeditated. It wasn't for you. It was just for the universe.
We'll let a jury decide that.
Aye, tell it to the court buster.
to the judge.
Tell it to the judge. Anyway, right, jokes of the week.
My ass is a judge. Sorry.
Who's got who?
Midas.
But don't forget, yous have still beef to go host.
Aye.
Why?
I'll ride with it, man. I'm easy. Right.
Easy like a Sunday morning.
Joke of the week.
My joke of the week is kind of similar to yours, but it's no one album. Well, it's 2 albums, but it's the band Wonder Horse. I have been choking
Boys.
very hard this week. I think we all kind of ken their tunes a wee bit, but I'd sit and listen to their 2 albums more than once, and they've got a few tunes that are actual just like off the fucking Richter, man, and they just make me feel things. They're kind of like, I don't know, I think they're kind of the most popular tunes are just good to listen to, like that Midas and Leader of the Pack and all that, but
Leader of the Pack.
that Atlantis tune on that Cub album is like, it's pure like Elliott Smith, man, and Elliott Smith's a fucking joke. Who I only got into last year. I ken a few Elliott Smith tunes. I think one of his tunes was in Good Will Hunting, so I kent it for that. And then I watched a film that was like kind of shite, but it was like a modern film where the guy's like, I like Elliott Smith, and then I was like, I ken that tune, and then I listened to Elliott Smith. Only like 2 albums by Elliott Smith, but it sounds like that. And Pink Floyd and like Queens of the Stone Age, Bob put together.
Bruce Springsteen and Bob Dylan a wee bit.
Aye, that kind of singer-songwriter, kind of folk rock, fucking.
Aye.
It feels like they could be tanning a beer and like they just kind of in a wee village somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
I actually think there is a wee bit of that.
Like they could be a family. Do you know what I mean? They could just be fucking like they'd get you up. Do you know what I mean?
There's a wee bit of that Jeff Buckley stuff going on in there because he does some of his tunes have slightly harder stuff, but kind of rocky stuff in it.
Aye,
and they're singing a bit proper heart fucking hingy things.
Aye, like well, most folk if they ken Wonder Horse, if they listen to this, will ken the Teal song. That's the most like, and we all fucking at an awful joke.
It's an awful joke.
And like if you listen, if you drive or if you've got a pair of headphones, what you probably do, put them on foot, blast. Just put your phone in your pocket, go a walk somewhere, go to a place with like an open view. And I'm telling you, man,
to touch grass.
Wow, wow, there'll be tears, man. They just kind of got something right, and then that was why I listened to the album, and then there's just air tunes and then air tunes and then air tunes, and I was like, fuck, man. And that second album, I think I only listened to. I'd already listened to like 9 out of 10 of the tunes, but I hadn't heard Superman until today, and that fucking goes, man. Like one of the, it feels like it's kind of got a Lumineers vibe, like.
Fucking love the Lumineers.
Oh, I like Lumineers are such a joke, man. But like once you ken the songs, you could listen to them air and air and air again, and like you kind of get bored of them, and that's high praise because there's a lot of bands you can listen to once and be like.
I think
where am I going?
if you were going to like nitpick that album I was talking about in Wonder Horse, you would have to just say that sometimes it's like maybe I can't listen to this new because it's a bit much for me. Maybe I need something that's a wee bit more like party rock or something that's a bit like
Wonder Horse have that really good balance of like having really nice catchy tunes, but having that like emotional, almost going towards like like the Cure when they were doing like goth shit. It starts to go towards that kind of aesthetic, which really works. But they also mix it in with like a really nice dry soft sound as well, which I really like about it. They've got that right balance, and I think there was a lot of bands really trying to like do that like the last 10 years, and it just was shite. I don't want to call bands out, man, but like a band I love, like the Drums, they had a you know the Drums, I wanna go surfing.
Oh, aye.
They had that sound as well,
Who does
which they were really
Who
good.
does that song?
That's it.
Is that the drums? Aye.
They also had, I don't have any money. I don't have any money.
But aye, like, aye.
But they've got that, they have that right balance strike, which I feel like a lot of bands aren't doing that now. They're trying to do too much like poppy synth stuff now, which is cool, but there's not. It's like them and Fontaines. I've got like that thing
Well,
kind of going on.
I'm not joking. That I'm so glad you said that, because see, when I was listening to that second album, and I'd already listened to a few of the tunes and stuff like that, but I was like, no, I need to sing for the start to the end as the gods intended. And I was just like, this doesn't feel like a band for 2024, 2025. It felt like, and I actually put a song on for Lauren, that Atlantis tune I think it was, and she was like, that sounds like a song for like the early noughties or something. But it felt like music of them going, what do we want to make and what do we think sounds good and what lyrics do we like, rather than going, what do we think folk will like? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it seems like the folk that they like them really like them. You've got a wee story about them, you know?
Is that the Insta thing? No.
Well, there is the Insta thing.
There's that, but I was thinking about, did you...
My wee sister met the drummer and said he was pure like, I don't know, like I almost like couldn't believe somebody would come up to him and
like
say,
flattered,
I don't know if it's because
like,
he was the drummer, and usually the drummers don't get the.
Don't get a lot.
So it was. He probably sees the singer get a lot of the fucking chat, and he's normally just sitting in the back. And apparently it was like off a sound, and he was like asking them if they liked Sam, like because it was they were supporting Sam Fender. He was like, oh, did you like Sam or whatever? Because the all that Sam Fender thing where it's like Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan. I think. See, when you say that surf thing, I think it like. It's either like a coastal town or an industrial town where it's like that Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, coal working kind of like fucking like
it's like
a grit.
working class
It's like
music
it's like a grit to them.
Aye. Like there's a bit
And
of
I think
edge.
that's why Sam Fender likes them, because they do have that kind of like fucking.
It's like a raw thing.
And they can
Raw.
go like that. June is like Nirvana or something, and it's heavy as fuck.
Oh, it's fucked, man.
But then they
It's
can also
fucked.
do like go like proper like almost like poppy kind of like. I
Is it
don't know
called
what-
June
don't know
or
what this
July?
is. I think it's called June, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
There's something I there.
The only reason I think it's called June is because Idols also have a song about June, which is about the lead singer's wife having a fucking stillborn Wayne, and that'll fucking get you.
But that's the music I want, man. I want.
see if you listen to
I want
that.
my ears to be bloody,
See if you
man.
listen to that, basically the full song, the main lyrics are a stillborn is stillborn, I am a father, and holy fuck, that fucking kill you, man. That is
That actually
man.
gave me goosebumps.
Aye, that is
It's-
fucked.
It's July, by the way.
See, I thought it was.
Aye.
Sorry
At
for
least
correcting.
at least I didn't go fucking.
Aye, you didn't go next.
I didn't go next, no.
No.
Could have, but then that's how you know when I'm no shade about something. Keep
I
this
I
move
actually
shut a
done
little.
it you. I actually done
Aye,
it
you
there.
didn't. Aye,
Because you
if-
really get in like rang.
Feels
do you know what I
good,
mean?
feels good, doesn't it? That's why I did so much. It feels kind of good, but doesn't it? It feels kind of good.
No, I didn't like it. I didn't like
Oh, did you?
it.
Oh,
no,
I know, see, some-
apologise for
Aye, no.
correcting it.
Sometimes I'll. It depending on who I'll talk to, I'll know do it.
Aye.
Nah, you just
So I'll be
keep
like,
it.
like see certain folk I talk to, I kind of get something wrong. I'm like, I'm not going to correct them, man.
Aye, just let it roll.
They don't need to hear
You know,
that.
you know they mean well.
Aye. He means well. Aye, really, but really inside you're like Patrick Bateman. How the fuck do you not ken that? The fuck.
The fuck is wrong
The
with
fuck
him?
is wrong with that?
Why not? Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not? Right. Anyway, yeah, I'm ruining your.
What
Anyway.
was it? Says you stupid bastard.
Aye, fucking stupid bastard. Right. Anyway.
Why? That's my choke of the week, man. I've just been kind of lost in the sauce.
They are like, we don't mind under playlist. Like they're also like, you could definitely listen to no matter what kind of music you like. It's got something.
definitely.
There will be a tune in the catalogue that you daily think, that's pretty
Leader
good,
of the
man.
pack. Leader of the
Aye.
pack. It's just like it's just a head bop tune. Like,
This-
Aye.
I think Purple's like their second most listened to tune,
like
and it is just class. And it's almost one of the tunes where you're just like, oh, like you try and no like it a lot because it's clearly the one that everybody else likes or whatever. You're trying to feel edgy or whatever, but it's actually just a tune. I was looking at the lyrics earlier and I was just like, Ken, this is so good, man. There's a line where it says, she dances in roses exploding around her in circles and they grow louder.
Aye.
It's nobody notices she puts a pistol to her temple or something like that. And I'm like, what? And it sounds like you can see a lassie dancing with flowers fucking exploding around her. Like that's what it sounds like, and it's just I.
Ken one thing I notice sometimes as well. See, if I've no looked at lyrics, I very rarely know what lyrics are. I just make up my own words because I didn't know that they were the words. But I swear I've been singing every word in some capacity when I've been listening.
Well,
to
the
that tune.
reason I've been doing it is because my fucking hearing, I think, is ass. I like my I don't know what the hingy hearing is because I got my ears checked and they said they were absolutely fine. I put for a wee bit of build up of wax, but like I can on one
You just
side.
get there to clean them.
But aye, that's it. Go to the cleaners, bitch. But I can hear like music, but the lyrics I always fucking struggle with, and I don't know if it's like I'm over like.
I can
No,
just
that's the
desensitized
same
to
thing. That's the
music,
same
if
thing
it's
with the
not.
subtitles. No, that I've watched
Aye.
YouTube videos on it. It's
So
a real
maybe I'm just being
phenomenon.
overstimulated kind of thing. Like
Sometimes as well, like the way we're listening to music, you know, isn't conducive to a good
No.
time because it's
Aye.
like compressed and squeezed into.
Spotify is the worst for it as well.
Aye. Spotify takes like fucking whatever meg file and like right down like that.
You should see the sound waves compared to all the different streaming services. It's like Tidal is like full pretty much. Apple's like a wee bit below, Amazon's a wee bit below. Then Spotify is like tiny, man.
so it means the clarity of lyrics is barely like
It's just the fidelity of
That's
the
why,
songs. are
see, if
just
you were to
gone.
get like a vinyl record and sit down and listen to it and read the lyrics at the same time, you'd be able to like pick it out a little better and be like, aye.
You'll hear like sounds you've never heard before.
No, because I'm telling you, see, like I don't know. Well, obviously you were talking about Teal there, but have you actually read all the Teal
Aye, no,
lyrics?
read
Because
that.
fucking
Aye,
hell,
aye.
man, I was reading it earlier and I was like, how the fuck can I
It fucks me up on a whole new level. That like it's
Aye.
so good, man, so good. The lyrics are just insane.
they are cracked, man.
Aye. But maybe we should get some good fucking headphones and subscribe to Tidal and listen to some tunes. Fuck knows, man.
I do have a Tidal account, but
Do you?
I've not used it. Yeah, I only got it for.
The Kanye album. Aye, same,
Let's
man.
not even discuss him now,
Oh,
man, because
fuck,
he's
no.
went bonkers.
He's after rails, isn't he, man?
Bye.
fuck, man.
Wunderhorse.
So
I
that's my
saw
joke
somebody
recommendation,
tweet the day saying when you've ran out of but he made Jesus, and it's like
I
and it's
screenshotted
fucking-
that as Pusher.
what?
Is it Mads Mikkelsen?
Aye.
I meant to send you it, but I didn't.
Mads
That's why
Mikkelsen
we
tweeted that.
No, so it's
no.
a video of Mads Mikkelsen and Pusher, and he's like, he's like drinking a bottle of vodka and that, and he's like getting himself ready in the mirror and that. But it's like it says underneath it when you've ran out of I made Jesus.
Aye, because that's that's what they've been peddling for fucking a couple of years now,
It's like how can
and
you
it's
say that?
definitely
But-
running out.
How can you say that?
He's
But man, this
gone.
cunt made fucking made the graduation. It's like, aye, but then now he's calling himself a Nazi and that.
Aye, like that t-shirt.
Aye, fuck 'em.
Anyway,
Fuck him.
Last joke of the week.
aye, you want to pass it?
Callum,
What you got for us, boy?
pass that ball over
So
to me.
mine is choke of the week, but it's not really a choke. I'm in a kind of spot here, man. I'm just losing grip with reality. That's my choke of the week, man.
I'm interested to hear about
Aye,
it.
I'm interested.
So I've been feeling this like the last 3 weeks, where it's just like I don't know what exists, what doesn't exist, where I'm at, what I'm doing,
Join the crew.
and then but I've had like loads of bouts of this in the past, man, where I've like really went through it and I've been like, I have no idea what the fuck I am, man, like properly, and like getting really severely depressed about it. So I'm really worried in case I go down that route again. But I was out like a walk this morning, and like I was out drinking last night, but I wasn't off this morning. So I don't know if it was maybe just there was a wee bit of happiness of the day was taken away.
Hadn't it been
But I was like walking, I was walking around the Cape Park, man. I was listening to like Mac DeMarco, which was getting me, man. And I was like, fuck, man. I was like touching the grass, couldn't feel it, couldn't touch it. And I was looking at the pond. I was like, see if I just jump in that, what's going to happen? Am I going to feel it? I've been like fucking, don't know.
kind of detachment type
Aye.
vibe.
Don't know.
Aye.
Happens before, but that's
Feel
right.
that,
No,
aye.
I feel alright, man.
Aye.
But it's just like I don't care. Like, what do I like? I was like, what?
Oh, you're
I'm like looking at art and being like, I don't care if I like that or no. I've been listening to tunes and being like, I don't know if I like this. I can't tell.
I think you might be. I said to Bradley, I think you might be in the same boat as him. I think me and Beanie.
Is this just what they call 26?
I think he would do quite well escaping for us, and I'm starting to think maybe you might be the same and you're the one.
We're maybe gonna have to just like.
Are we
peel off.
rubbing cunts off? Fucking.
I think we just rub shite on folk.
Aye, maybe.
And we kid on. I want to fucking make it out this fucking depression and write a film and all that. Do we fuck, man? Me and you're just going to be fucked forever. Get out while you
But that's the
can.
thing, man. Like, so I've been writing quite a lot, but then I can't remember writing, and then I read it back, and I'm like, I don't remember writing that, man. My memory's like going. I'm like, fuck, man, what's happening here?
Memory's gone, I know.
But I think it's just because I'm like stuck in a cloud. I can't like shift this. Like, I'm just out. See the Hall & Oates tune. You're out of touch.
you feel like you're slightly out of touch.
That came on shuffle this morning. I was like, fuck.
Aye, that's too much.
It's like you're joking. What?
That would be quite
Fucking-
class, but if you were kind of about like, I don't even know, man, I don't even know, and then it's like, you're out of touch. You're like, ah, man, do you know what I'm? Do you know what I'm?
I definitely don't think
And
this
you
is
know
a
what?
cure, but
And I'm like, choke of the week, man. I might just dip in, man, just see what takes me, man, just see what happens, just see if I do end up in like a mad plane of existence, man. You know what I mean?
I don't think this is a fix all. But usually, if I'm ever hanging like that, I need to really find what makes me tick and just go right, try and tune into that. But
Like a happy type, like
I would need to, for
positive.
instance, for me, I would probably need to eat cereal and watch Prince of Egypt and be like, right, I'm still the same guy I've always been.
Kinda try and,
it's
like,
just
a
I'm just
reconnection
new,
type
like a
thing.
new.
No, the only time.
Don't know
that
what
I
your
can-
version of cereal is, but
Aye, whatever it is for
that
you.
is.
The only time I can like if I'm trying to fucking put my empathy hat on and think like for your perspective what that would feel like, the only time I can really compare that to is like when I've been like the peak depression, taking what was that fucking one that you couldn't get hard, the fucking
Sertraline.
no sertraline, but the other one, Fluoxetine, and I was taking the Fluoxetine, and I could not, and I mean it, I couldn't feel anything, no emotion. I had
Aye.
basically no opinions on anything.
Aye.
Like I just felt like an empty vessel moving through the world with nothing to cling on to.
That was because I took sertraline and you just felt like a mannequin. So you're just like
Aye,
a faceless man. That was it.
robot.
Which is
Aye.
insane because it's hard to describe that, but that's
That's a really good way of putting it.
That's what it's like.
That's mental. So I'm the only one here that has no.
Had like antidepressants.
Aye.
They're no good. SSRIs, man.
I just
they're
got rid of
piss.
it, man. I don't like it.
I honestly think that you're better raw dogging
I
it a wee
know
bit.
you probably are. Makes me weak. I think I said to you there when we were going to the gym. I was like, Bradley, I've kind of been blessed with like fortunate mental health, and I only realise that when I'm talking to certain folk or discussing certain things. And I was
like even when it's just like the normal folk run about you and you're like, oh, they've been to the point where they've been to the
Aye.
doctors and they've went down that path trying to get help, like, because that's like that's I think maybe more folk than haven't they actually in like this kind of thing.
I also think, but that you're quite good at reaffirming yourself as a person and your beliefs and sticking to a positive routine and knowing what you like and knowing what you believe in. Like as lost as I know you can be, I don't think you ever lose yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Anyway, what I would say is you need to find something like Prince Egypt or cereal. As fucking shit as these things seem trivial, but I hold them in such a high regard, and I think earth folks sometimes see them as, like, see me eating my bowl of cereal every single fucking day for my existence. It's what actually stops me from tipping near the edge, because I'm like, Kim, what? It's maybe shite, but I've had my bowl of cereal, so I kind of can at least do it.
Aye.
And that's what gets me on the line. Can I do it? Aye, right. Well, whatever else happens,
You just roll.
just roll. But then I don't know.
Do you think you are actively looking to curtail the feeling, or are you just are you just riding through it?
So I think that's the chat, man. It's like I might just dip in, see what happens.
Like just kind of roll with it and see, like, obviously
see.
try and keep an open line of communication with us if it gets a bit hairy. If it gets too hairy.
You're not talking about experimenting with mental illness here. Like, oh, let me see what this schizophrenia is looking like.
microdosing paranoia, man. I'm game for it, man.
Anxiety, like take a double
I'll
on
hit
the
it,
rocks.
man.
But in a kind of hang it, aye. So like you're feeling this way, but you're also applying a lot of pressure on yourself. Like this is so fucked. I need to fix this immediately. Like
No, it's not that
trying not to do-
level.
aye,
It's not that level.
Mhm.
But like I enjoyed like going out a walk, and it was like I was enjoying like the ideas it was like giving me of like stuff to write about and how I would like put this into my writing and shit. Because I think like, see if you did just go to the pond and just jump in, see filming that would be fucking class, man. Imagine, and I was thinking about the logistics of filming it. I was like,
how would you do it?
aye, what do you do? Like, would you get changed in the park? Would you have to walk home in the fucking dripping wet and
I'm
that?
soaked.
What's the chat with that, man? So that's why I was like, but then that's the problem. I was I'm standing staring at the sky thinking about this. Folk will probably walk past being like, what the fuck is he doing?
Aye, who's this?
Why is he just
Who's this?
standing on the middle of the pavement? There's like Wayne's like riding our bikes and all that, but I'm just standing there looking at the sky.
Can I kind of like that, but
Me too.
but
It's
Aye.
just dreamland, man. I mean, I've never really came out of dreamland. I think
You've
I
always
was.
heard a bit of
I
that,
was
haven't
like
you?
I was like gifted child growing up. Now I'm just like kind of guy. I think I just kind of stayed at that level. I think I started taking eckies and that was me going, man. Brain was
well,
melted.
me and him in particular kind of lot about that, man.
Aye,
Just
aye.
gone, man. Fucked.
'Cause
Like-
we feel defo. We fried a lot of fucking.
You cut circuits and fucking.
Aye, defo.
But no, I'm just like dreamland and Ken, dreamland's maybe better than just normal
It
fucking.
might be. It might be. There's only one way to fin it. Is that's just fucking
At least
power on.
At
Go
least
and
no.
touch some more grass.
Well, that's
See what
balls.
you come up
Touching
with.
grass, couldn't feel it. Couldn't feel the grass, man.
It wasn't doing
I
anything for you.
think, I think you might need to keep trying to touch grass, but I think that
Aye.
sounds as if that's
Keep
maybe-
reaching it.
Because even going, so even when you said that you were going to walk and it was giving you ideas, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I swear to
just-
God, so there's something about being outside and being stimulated by your
A
surroundings.
natural, like a normal way.
It's just like, what the actual fuck, man? And that can get your brain unhooked, as we would say, for the Matrix.
It's interesting though.
No.
As long as you fucking tell us if it's like a scary version,
Nah.
you know.
Sound, man.
Aye, if the monsters feel underneath the beds, then
Aye.
fucking.
If it starts Slender,
bit there
if
with the
Slender
torches.
Man shows up, let us know.
Aye.
That, I think that playlist was kind of kicking my ass this morning, but because you ken that space song by Beach House,
I don't. But
you'll ken it. You'll ken it.
I probably will
100%.
ken it.
I don't think I'd
It
feel
goes,
grass
it's
listening to that, man.
it's one you use for like TikToks and all that, where it's like.
Maybe.
You'll
Anyway, we'll play it
100%
after.
get it. Aye.
Aye.
But that started playing. I was like, fuck this, man. Honestly, get me home. I was like, nah, man, this is kicking my ass.
The wrong type of stimulus.
It's like, come on. I was enjoying it, don't get me wrong, man, but I was like, fuck, man, we need to get home now.
Get out of the road.
I'm also going to play Super Devil. No, I'm not even playing Devil's Advocate here. I'm just trying to play some sort of advocate.
J Advocate.
J Advocate. Sometimes I go too hard on the touch grass, right? And sometimes I'd go too hard on the maybe if Beanie stopped playing FIFA so much you'd have more time. But if I was to think of being a doctor, right? How much you drank over the festive period and considering you drank last night, to me would only heighten that feeling probably.
Aye.
Aye.
Probably.
And so it's like I can't help but think if you took that out it there might be a world where that is maybe one of the causes, but I don't know.
That's what the GPA was told me.
Aye, but sometimes you can't see the wood for the trees.
Aye,
when you're in it, so
there's
you're like-
absolutely a
you're like-
reality in it.
Because
Aye.
I always think, oh, I'm fat as fuck, and it's like, well, stop eating as much, and I go, I kind of do that, didn't I? But I don't care. So.
Aye, it's like I can't run the length of myself, and it's like, well, stop vaping and smoking, and it's like, no, like because
Yeah,
I want to vape
aye.
more than I want to run. That's do you know what I mean? And like,
But you have to be able to tell yourself that, because if somebody else says that, it's harsh. Do you know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing. But
But that's why folk hate doctors now, because it's like, oh fuck, I've waited 3 months to listen to this doctor, and then it's like you get there and they're like, I'm fucking depressed, and like this. And this isn't about you, but I'm just talking about fucking. They get to the doctors and it's, I'm fucking depressed, and blah, 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 blah. And then they go, well, do you sleep alright? Do you eat alright? Do you exercise? exercise do you do? All the things that humans need today to be a happy person. They're like, no, why would I do these things? Why would I do these things? Give me fucking medicine. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Because nobody wants to tell somebody they're doing their life wrong, and they're the reason that they're not happy.
This fucking episode, man.
It's quite interesting, man.
But I think what you meant was that you felt lost just in the sauce, but not even in mental health, just as a human.
Like disconnected for the physical
That's
world.
what I go
type
for
thing.
that, at least.
Which I'm kind of choking for in a way, but I'm kind of like, I don't really know why it's happened.
You're kind of right.
Aye,
right
wait,
But
what
I'm
the
just
stem
gonna
is.
see. I'm just gonna see how we feel
You
about it.
you have, I'm sure, at different points confided similar stuff to me in the past, more than once. Like that you've had periods where it's like this disconnection type thing, so it's no so far removed, and I wouldn't necessarily attribute it to any one thing. It might be like it might be your sensory experience of the world is fucking different. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Your consciousness could be built slightly different because you don't see all the same colours. Who the fuck knows?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But you get to
What-
the boat, mate, and let us know.
We're also all coming off the back of that fucking rough ass
Aye,
festive period
aye.
still where it's still I mean I went out there the other day and it was minus and I was like, how is this still minus out here? What am I doing?
And February comes so quick, and there's this like, because there's this new year, you're coming off the festive period, there is a lull, do you know what I mean, where it's like everything's so high and then you go down and then it's like, alright, the new year's here and you're a bit old and right, let's go, and then it's fucking February and you're exactly where you are and you're like, but it was January, like last night? What the fuck happened? It's the 9th of February?
Aye.
At least that's my
I think it's
perspective.
because I've never had this serious a feeling or these serious feelings. I usually might accidentally downplay it, but I sometimes just think, see if you can get to a June, July, man.
Aye, no, definitely.
Sometimes it takes like
Aye.
the kind of edge off the shite and polishes it into something that's at least.
Sometimes I find, see, with like pure sadness, if you've just got something really good to look forward to, like, no, the depths of depression are different because that's like a lack of anything. Like, that's different. But see, if it's like the way I'm a bit more maybe melancholic, that's more what I'm like through the winter, not like just like it's like a sadness, a heaviness. See, if I have something good to look forward to, which I actually do now have some fucking. I'll go and see Wonder Horse Transmit. Like,
Aye, so
I'll be fucking brick. And Fontaine's DC.
Aye.
I'll be brick. So like now I can just like if I'm doing, I'll be like, aye, but just a couple of months and I'll be in that. Where is it? What is it? Glasgow Green. I'll be there spending £10 a go for a 4 Loco. Fucking living my life. Fucking seeing if any country about me selling drugs.
right, well,
On
on
that
that note,
positive
aye,
note.
on that positive note, right,
Yeah.
fuck knows, we've probably got 10 seconds left, so I'll wrap up real quick.
Wait,
right.
no,
I just want to say, shout out Jamie Stewart, man. Love you. He's over in France by himself now. That's my boy.
Aye.
So he's listening to the
up.
pod. Love
Much
you, man.
love.
Jamie, our boy.
Big Jumbo.
Shout out James Wiseman.